Well, hey there everyone, Aaron here. Welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. Today we're going to be doing the field test on the Schrade SCAXE2L. This is the larger version of the SCAXE2, designed to kind of be more of a companion on your ATV, four-wheeler, 4x4, maybe keep around your cabin, take on a car camping trip. Or if you do want to carry a 2-pound axe for heavy-duty, backpacking wood processing, that's kind of what this is designed to be. It's got a fire steel in the handle, nylon sheath, and overall is designed to kind of be that middle, not quite a huge, lumberjack axe, but a little bit bigger and can do some more work for you than just a small little camping hatchet. So let's go ahead. I'll give you a couple basic specs on the head first, and then we'll get out there and begin to use the SCAXE2L. Okay, so let me give you a couple basic specs here on this hatchet. What you have is a total blade length or cutting edge of 4 inches, and the length from the edge to the back of the hammer is 5.75 inches, so good head length there as well. And it is made out of 3CR13 MOV steel. That is a Chinese steel, kind of a tougher, more tool steel type of stainless. It is a stainless steel. So as we're about to see here, it definitely does a good job. It's very easy to resharpen, but it also is able to be chipped and rolled without too much difficulty as well. So those are the basic specs for you here on the head. Real nice, you got that nice hammering position back there, and then you got just a really nice swedge head design there with some kind of black coating, gray coating on the head to make sure that it doesn't rust on you. Nice. Man, look at that thing. That 4-inch blade is really able to span a lot of wood. Get those chunks flying. Look at that, man. That is awesome. Very impressed. Nice. Nice. Look at that. Awesome. The handle is also very ergonomic with that rubberized grip right there. Now the downside is there is no lanyard. This is just to attach to the fire steel, and if you had that on there, you could pop the fire steel out and the hatchet would go flying. But it stays in your hand for several swings before you would ever need to reset. There we go. And then if we look at the overall design here on the Schrade, what you have is from the head to the bottom of the handle a length of 16.5 inches, so good size there, and it weighs 2 pounds. So again, it's going to be heavy. You're definitely going to be carrying it, and you're going to know you're carrying it if you're definitely doing backpacking, or something like that. It's definitely, I would say, probably more of kind of more car camping, keep around your home, keep around the cabin, put on an ATV or four-wheeler or something like that, and carry it around that way, because that is a pretty hefty weight to be trying to backpack or hike with or something like that. And then the handle as well, just want to touch base on that, is glass reinforced nylon core with a rubberized handle down here. So it's glass reinforced nylon, and there is rubberized handle around here, very ergonomic. It stays in your hand while you're chopping. And the other thing to note, I know that when Schrade came out with their original SCAXE2, they had some problems with the amount of glass to nylon ratio, and they were having some problems with them breaking in cold weather and stuff, so they immediately pulled them off the shelf once they heard that, redesigned it, put new amounts of glass and nylon in it to give it more strength, and I haven't seen any sort of cracking or, and I've really tried to torque on this side to side with the handle and really try and abuse this handle, and I haven't seen any problems with the new redesigned glass reinforced nylon handle that they give you on the SCAXE2 and the SCAXE2L. Nice. This thing is doing an amazing job chopping through there. I'm doing double-handed. The neck is definitely long enough for me to be able to do that. The 3CR13 MOV steel is holding a good edge with that kind of, basically it's a Scandi grind on that axe head. This thing is doing an awesome job. Definitely out of breath, but this is still small enough for me to carry if I have to on a backpacking trip, even though it weighs 2 pounds. But it's heavy enough to be able to do this really hard. I mean, this thing is about a 6-inch log, hard wood, and it's definitely doing the job. I'm not seeing any sort of rolling, chipping, or damage on that 3CR steel. And there we go. Schrade's got his stuff together with that big blade. Alright, so I'm about to show you all the wood processing that I've done with the SCAXE2L. Here is a chip. I do have kind of a chip and a roll now on the steel. The rest of the blade's doing fine. No other burrs or anything. But you can definitely see that chip right there. It'll easily come out, and I'll show you that with the stone that they give you here in just a moment. But just wanted to kind of show you. This is the pile of wood that we processed, plus a couple other trees that I've hacked on in other segments. So I mean, it's definitely processed a ton of wood, hard, dense wood, before I started getting any of that chipping or rolling on the axe head. So overall, I mean, it is, again, you're paying under 40 bucks for this axe, but it's performing well for that price point. Okay, after I showed you guys that initial burr, about 3 or 4 chops later, I got a huge chunk taken out in a roll in the head of this axe. So I had to use the sharpener to start to take it out. And basically what I've found is that if you are planning on using this and processing a bunch of wood, you need to take the sharpener with you. And they give you a nice sharpening puck, both fine and coarse, which is awesome. I'm glad they did give that to you. But it is going to chip and roll on you, and I was not going through anything super hard wood. It was just pine, and I must have maybe hit a knot or something, and it just really took a huge chunk. This is already about halfway taken out. So I'll just kind of show you. Okay, so we've taken me about 5 minutes, but I've finally gotten it out. Now I'm going to switch over to the fine. Just start rubbing on that right there so that I can get a good edge back on. Now the 3CR13 MOV steel is very easy to resharpen, but it's also, again, as you just saw, it's going to roll and possibly chip after, I would say, about a large campfire size worth of wood processing. That's what's going to happen to you. So again, that's why you got to carry the puck that they give you, which is awesome that they give this to you. But you're going to have to carry that with you basically on your camping trips or backpacking or whatever, because if you're going to be doing any sort of large amount of wood processing, you're going to need to resharpen this thing because it will begin to chip and roll on you again. Just kind of showing that to you there. I got it out. That's just mostly the coloring now. But yeah, that's what happened. I basically had to reprofile the entire edge to get that big chip and roll out. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the nylon sheet that they give you here. On one side, they give you a big, nice nylon belt loop. You could easily get that through a good belt or make a sling if you want to carry it over your shoulder or something like that. Very heavy-duty stitching. It's really good. Then they got this kind of Velcro loop. You just kind of pop it open, it slides out, and you pull the axe through. And there you go. So, good quality nylon sheath, nothing to complain about there. It's going to definitely get the job done. Another feature that this axe has, and kind of why they call it a survival hatchet or a survival axe, is that it has a fire steel seated in the core of the handle. It's very tight in there. It's got a little bit of paracord on it. This is not a lanyard, so that's the only kind of downside. You don't get a lanyard, but with the overall chopping, I haven't really seen a need to have a lanyard on here. But you just kind of wrap your finger around there. It's got rubber sealant around it to kind of keep it watertight and to keep it in the handle. And with all the chopping that I did, the fire steel did not fall out of the handle with all the abuse that you've seen. So that's nice. Really good, slim but large fire steel, and you can easily strike it on all of the 90-degree angles that they give you on the head of the blade here. So I'm just going to kind of give you a little demonstration. Let's see here if I can get it for you. There we go. There it is. So it definitely throws a good amount of sparks there. You can easily do that with the head of your SCAXE2L. Okay, everybody, so you've seen the SCAXE2L in action. And I gotta say, overall, for under $40, I'm very impressed with its overall capabilities and quality. You got a good nylon sheath, you got really good ergonomics on the handle. It's cool that they throw in the fire steel for you. You could just take that out if you wanted to and put a different pack even if you wanted, or another kit. The overall ergonomics, again, like I said, very, very powerful. It definitely chops better than some of the other hatchets and, you know, axes that we've seen here on the channel because it's bigger and heavier. So you're definitely, you know, the weight to what it can do ratio is there. It's awesome. You know, it can definitely go through a lot of wood. The only really complaint that I have with this SCAXE2L is the quality of steel that they have on the head. I was kind of disappointed that after about enough wood to process, I was processing enough wood for about a 4 or 5 hour fire, and it was just pine. That's all, you know, it wasn't hickory or something like that. I got that really huge chip slash roll in the blade, and it was massive, and it took me about 20 minutes to get it out with the puck. I'm glad that they give us that sharpening puck with it. You don't have to buy that separately. That is nice, and I appreciate that. But I would have liked to see it at least be able to handle, you know, a day or two's worth of use before having, you know, to resharpen the blade. So you're going to probably get about the same edge retention, you know, and strength that you would out of most Fiskars, you know, the Gerber hatchets, things like that. What I would really love to see, Schrade, is for you guys to upgrade this thing to SK5 steel. I was really impressed with the SCAXE5 that we reviewed here on the channel. That SK5 steel was very tough, never had any chipping, rolling, and went through a lot harder wood and more wood than I did with this before having to resharpen it. Even if you guys charge us, you know, $5, $10 more, that would be awesome to, you know, replace the head with, instead of 3CR, use SK5 steel. I think that would be awesome, and a lot of guys would really start to love this thing. As it stands, it's a great, just kind of budget, you know, hatchet slash axe, you know, great for car camping, and it is good because it's very easy to field sharpen, so that is a plus. So you just kind of decide, do you want something that you don't mind resharpening, it's very easy to resharpen quite frequently, or if you want something with a little bit of edge retention, you're going to have to fork over some more money. So for an introductory, heavy-duty, borderline axe into hatchet size, I think it's a good introductory option for you guys, but it's definitely going to dull on you rather quickly. So just that's the only thing I would note. Overall, though, you can definitely process wood fast and easily and comfortably without really wearing out your hand and you know, burning a lot of calories. So I hope this review has helped you guys out. Thanks so much for watching.
Everyone, thank you so much for watching this particular episode of Gideon's Tactical. Please subscribe, comment, like the videos, share the videos, and check out our Facebook page. You can find it on the YouTube homepage at Gideon's Tactical. Like our Facebook page, where you'll get updates of upcoming videos, you'll get photos, as well as upcoming gear, new gear releases, you know, that products and companies that are released, as well as behind the scenes footage and bloopers that you'll never see make it to YouTube. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.